I'm going to be doing an analysis of grade 8 girls' right foot lengths compared to boys. So firstly, I'm just going to order and clean up the data which I was given. So I'm going to and continue with the current selection. And I'm going to do that again with column B, which is the boys. I'm then going to get rid of any information and data which I believe is not relevant. So I'll be deleting anything below 20 as I believe that is just a bit too small for the data which I'm going to be using. And then shifting the cells up. I'm then going to go down to the bottom of my data and do that again for the large data. I'm going to be getting rid of any data which is above 35. And then shifting the cells up. I'm then going to turn this data into a graph to help represent this visually. And then going to my recommended charts and then to all charts, and I'm going to select the histogram chart. I'm going to position this over here. Then I'm going to select the axes and then change the bin width. And I'm going to change it to 1. And then I'm going to change the title of this to I'm then going to add in some axes titles. So the horizontal title is going to be called length in centimeters, and then the vertical axis will be called frequency. I'm then going to do this again, but with the boys information. And then selecting the histogram chart again. I'm going to put this right next to the girls chart so that it's easier for us to compare later on. I'm going to change the bin width so that it is the same as the girls. So I'm going to make it 1 as well. And I'm going to change the title. And then I just realized that the vertical axis is not even, so I'm going to select that. Make sure that I'm on the axis. And then changing the maximum to 30 so that it matches the girls. And I'm going to add in some axes titles, and then the vertical one will be frequency, and the horizontal one will be length in centimeters. So now that we have this, we can compare our data. It's easy to see that the girls' lengths are a lot closer to the start of the data, where the smaller lengths are and the smaller measurements, whereas the boys' lengths are towards the middle, where the medium to large measurements are. The girls' measurements are a lot more compact and are a lot more together, whereas the boys' measurements are a lot more varied. They change in size a lot more and have a larger range. I'm now going to put this information into a box and whisker plot to help us visually see this more. So now that we have this, I'm just going to quickly change the title to right foot comparison. So I'm now going to move this just below and now we're just going to change the axes. So I'm going to make the minimum 3 before what the smallest number is. So the smallest number is 20. See? The smallest number is 20, so I'm going to make it 17. And then the maximum number is 35, so I'm going to make it 38. Now with this data, I'm just again going to fix it up a bit and add in some more things. There we go. I'm then going to add in a legend on the right. Now that's already what I wanted it to say. And now with this data, I can now kind of see the difference again. I can tell that the boys' data is a lot more spread out, like evenly spread out, where the girls' data is a lot more compact and is kind of more like together. The boys' data has a lot less outliers and like their data is a lot more similar in a way, whereas the girls' data have 5 measurements which aren't like the others. The boys' data is generally like longer and higher, whereas the girls' data is generally towards the bottom of the box and whisker plot. So I'm now going to do the statistics. So I'm going to have the lowest, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, the highest, then I'll have the range, the interquartile, then the mean, and the standard deviation. Oopsie. Then the standard deviation. So I'm going to have a girls column and a boys column. So to work out the lowest, I'll write an equal sign and then go up to here and select minimum or min, and then I just want column A. For the lower quartile, I'm going to go up to here. Oopsie, first I'm going to write an equal sign. And then go up to here, click quartile. I just want it in column A and I want the first. For the median, I'm going to write an equal sign, go to median, and select A once again. For the upper quartile, I'm going to write an equal sign, go to quartile A, and now I want quartile 3. For the highest, I'm going to write equal sign with max, or also the maximum, and then column A. For range, I'm going to put equals and then the highest subtract the lowest. And then for the interquartile, I'm going to do equals upper quartile subtract lower quartile. For the mean, I'm going to do equals, then the average, and then a column A. And then for the standard deviation, I'm going to get the standard deviation up here, which is already up here. And then I just want that for A. Then to do this again for the boys, I'm just going to highlight all of this and then drag it into the other column. And now that these are complete, we can see that the boys' data truly is more spread out, but at the same time, it is still fairly similar to the girls' data. The boys' data has a lot larger range than the girls', as their range is 15 and the girls' range is 10. There's some differences and some similarities. The only similarity which I can see is the lowest is both 20, as that is what I made at the start. And other than that, the data that was collected is fairly different.